I was a very active kid, and from there I started doing events when I was in school. My first event was when I was in grade 11, and I did an event to fundraise for our prom. So I got a belly dancer on the premises of a school, and that was the start. And from there I realized that I have a passion for events in general. And then later on it started developing into passion in music events. The infrastructure of the industry does not exist. You don't have a collective site, you don't have the right labels, you don't have publishers, you don't have... There's no ecosystem, it's just artists and managers doing everything and juggling between agents and being managers and being publishers and being PR and communication companies and agencies. So as much as I believe that the scene is amazing and developing and growing and evolving, as much as I believe that they don't have the right base to help them move forward and excel as much as they would love to.
تشوفه بشر لكن تحكي عنه ملك بإيده يغير كل حاجة.
Red Bull King was a very interesting project because we've always wanted to work with Mohammed Munir, and we've always wanted to create this unique concept around him, because we didn't want to just create something that's just usual and that happened before. So we had a lot of opportunities, and we started looking into what has Mohammed Munir not done in his career. And we've seen that he's performed in front of thousands and thousands of people, but he hasn't performed in front of a very small crowd. And another element was that he's never documented his legacy, and this was something where we wanted to create the content that he'd tell his story and the inspirations and what he has gone through throughout his life. And then the third element was that we were very lucky to know that Mohammed Munir did not do any event in Aswan except once in 2005. So we realized that this is a great opportunity to bring him back to his hometown and have him perform to an audience in this beautiful location. Red Bull Soundclash, because it's a very unique concept, it stands out on its own. But also what we always like to do is that we always like to challenge ourselves and not do the same thing. So every year we look into how can we raise the bar even further beyond what we've done the year before. And this has been happening throughout the activations, the content that we're creating, the stories that we're talking about, the artists themselves and how much they're investing time and effort to create this new music that they're putting in, the wild cards and how big they're becoming, up to having Shab Khaled on board. And then eventually, 2019, when we had 3 Red Bull Soundclashes in one weekend, which has never happened before anywhere around the world.
حفلة راب وتكنو شعب. الراب اللغة والمزيكا رتم. تعالوا اسمعوا لغة أبو يوسف ورتم إسلام شيبسي.
Having a combination of those two mind-blowing, crazy artists of Abu Yusuf and Islam Shipsi was just unbelievable. And then having the cherry on top of them requesting to have Shaban Abdurrahim on board was even greater. People are used to the Shabi tunes and not really used to rap, but then when you put them together, it was easier for people's ears, so a broader audience listened to it, and then they realized, oh wow, this is actually very interesting. So it pushed it further, and it helped in creating and making Logarithm what it is. The only events that happened in the country were events of 1 or 2 artists. We realized that it is actually very possible. Now we do a huge lineup from 2 p.m. all the way up till 11. But then we wanted to have an edge because we were sure that people are going to pick it up and start doing the same thing later on. It's a very complex project, but it came one bit at a time. There's a gap in the market, and then to how can we make it unique and have it stand out.
أكبر challenge في الموضوع هو إزاي نعمل الفيوجن أو الدمج بين ده وده. فين نلاقي مكان لده يخش مع ده بشكل ما يبقاش قص ولزق.
We saw that there's a problem, there's an issue in the scene where people are appreciating DJs and not really appreciating the live electronic producers or producers in general. So we wanted to shed light on those artists, but again in a very unique format. So we took them for a journey. Everyone picked his own city that he wanted to go and visit to jam across the Jumhuriyah with artists that play unique instruments أو sing in an authentic, original, folkloric أو Egyptian way. And this fusion was what made it very interesting and different and helped shed more light on them.